I finally burned up my old ID card for the old company I used to work for. Oh, but I got written up. I got written up at work. And the reason why I got written up at work was because I didn't have freaking 2 of the drivers sign the piece of paper, and the reason for that was because it was a brand spanking new rule. I fully denied it. I did not sign the piece of paper. I didn't sign the piece of paper because I can kind of, kind of taste the blood in the water of like these people at my work. I guess they're trying to make me the black sheep. They're kind of, I guess, making me the person who, if something goes wrong, we can go ahead and get rid of that guy, which is just I'm not really gonna have that. Remember when I used to have a car like this? I used to have a car like this before my 2021 Ram 1500. And something crazy is like I had, because Logan Paul used to have a car like this, and I did not try to copy Logan Paul and try to get his car. But like I had one of these before, which Logan Paul had. And then now I have one of these, which Jake Paul had. Or maybe he still has it. I don't know. But the fact of the matter is that I almost got written up at work, but the sad part is like, of course they had the guy who I like present it to me of like, here's the piece of paperwork, and like, I guess they try to use that because it's like the daytime supervisor who ripped me up. And it's just like, I'm a nighttime supervisor or a nighttime guard. And it's like, I don't even know why he's like in our business. All they had to do was just like, hey man, so with like this new thing that we're doing, like, logging in the semi-trucks, it's just like, we do actually have to have the drivers sign the pieces of paper. Because, like, I thought it was like, because they're just adding so many more things to do. It's like, we already do so much for this company of, like, because we're not supposed to be dealing with the semi-trucks at all, because we sign out the Cybertrucks. The Cybertrucks? No, the semi-trucks. And, like, we seal them off. It's like, that's not security at all. But it's like, we do it. It's like, and then they're adding, all right, now we're going to go ahead. We're going to check the tires. Oh, and next week we're going to go ahead and make sure it has like enough gas. And then next week we're going to go ahead and do this. And then, next week, it's like, so they're like just adding like a whole bunch more stuff to it. And it's just like, like it was like another thing. I was like, yeah, you don't have to sign it. And then they tried to write me up, and it wasn't like no little cute write-up or anything like that. They gave me like the official one. It looked like some presidential paperwork of like, if I did something that was actually horribly wrong, because like, it doesn't matter. All the paperwork that, we take, that they sign, is just like, we literally take the pieces of paper and we just stuff them all into like a big ass room. And I've seen like, there are hundreds and thousands of pieces of paper that will never get worked. It should literally be logged into a computer just to save the trees, bro. It's just like, we don't even use these pieces of paper at all. It's not important at all. What is important is the paperwork that the drivers do take. Because there's a copy for them and then a copy for the people who they deliver to. Those 2 pieces of paper are important, which they don't sign at all. But then they want the ones that we keep for them to sign it. And it's just like, it was just like this thing. It's like all they had to do was just like, hey man, just so you know, we are really going full on with that thing of that new rule that we do have to do. The drivers really do have to sign it. And like, if they were just like a little bit, like a little bit stern with the tonnage of saying that, of just like, they do have to sign the pieces of paperwork, I'll be like, oh, all right, man, I'll go ahead and sign. But it's like, they tried to write me up, and it's just like, bro, that could like lead to termination. The reason why I didn't sign it is because now it didn't go to the office. And then the dude called me up. The dude, the morning guy, he called me up, and then like the guy above him, the guy who's been there like 30 years or like whatever it is, he called me too. And then they're like, all right, well, we're not gonna go ahead and send it to the office. We're just gonna do it as like a verbal warning. So I kind of saved my ass by just not signing it. But I am asking for a transfer. Headed over to Stater Brothers because baby needs his bottle. Fresh out the gym, guy. Fresh out the gym, boy. I'm just over here freaking eating some beef, cooking some cook. I got me some pizza rolls over that way. Got me some goddamn pizza rolls because every once in a while I'll just give myself like whatever the hell that I want. Because, you know, most likely I'm not ever going to become rich and famous. So I kind of try to live it up while I'm still here on Earth. And, you know, just kind of like, you know, like give me little treats in there, every grip and a half. But at the same time, I did completely change my diet with eating actual beef, actual meat, actual real protein. Because it's just like, you know, these things inside of my head is just like, you know, like it's like a consistent storm of almost like a thing going on in my head of like, I need to become famous, I need to become rich, I need to become like, you know, the most known YouTuber on the planet. It's like, well, I really don't know why. It's just like, I wish that could just kind of drop out of my brain so I wouldn't have to worry about it. Like, honestly, I wish that I could just be like a normal person and just kind of fade away into like obscurity and just kind of like blur of just like not realizing that I am alive. But for the most part, I don't realize that I am alive. But like when I do realize that I'm alive, I'm like, I gotta become famous. I gotta become like the most biggest famous rich YouTuber guy in the world. But it's just like, why? It's like, I don't know. It just feels right. It's just like, you know, if a gay person came up to me, just like, why are you straight? I'm just like, I don't know. It just feels right. Feels like normal. And vice versa. Vice versa, I guess. Finally did get three of the big. This is the bigger beef. The bigger beef. We got 3 of the big beef guy, and then we got one of the small beef guy. So I got 3 of the bigger beef ones to see if 2 of these can fit inside of their new Tupperware. Still waiting for my fight with JJ Olatunji because he said Logan Paul, Jake Paul, any other Paul, I don't care. And buddy, my name is Paul. Hi, I am Paul. Of course, you know, like I'm not delusional. I'm not like mentally retarded or something. You know, remember that guy, you know, who's like that big fat white guy with the huge beard, and he was like, my name is like something Peterson, vote for me for president, without like doing anything, without even getting out of his bed. Like, you know, like of course, like you got to go to the commissions, you got to like, you know, be a fighter in the first place, you got to train. Like, of course, I'm not. For the people who can like just say, oh my God, Paul Frazier, you're so stupid, you don't understand anything, and I know everything. That's not how you're supposed to do it. It's a joke. It's a joke. Like, I'm just joking. Like, it's all a joke, buddy. Like, just fucking chill. I've seen videos on the internet of like these freaking the meats of the sausage. It'd be cooking it goddamn self. It just fucking pushes itself into the corner. It just starts like, and just starts like rolling into, and it cooks itself. Man, I wish this beef did that shit. I'm actually really glad that Logan Paul did move to Puerto Rico. I swear to God, I would have kept going to his house, bro. I was like a freaking bug, like attracted to an illuminated light, bro. Just consistently like going back over there, like, bonk. Logan. Logan. My thing is like, I don't understand like why people can't just be straight up with me. Like, let's go back to the freaking Logan Paul thing. Like, why couldn't Logan just be like, hey, bro, I'm sorry, dude. There's no position for you here. Like, I'm sorry, I cannot deal with you. And like, you know, I would have just been like, all right, and then fucking gone on to somebody else. Or like, you know, those 7 people who beat me up. It's just like, bro, we don't fuck with you. You need to get out of here. The thing is, I was trying to get out of there. are like the freaking like getting written up at work. It's just like, why don't people just be like, hey man, you gotta get the people to sign? Like, why can't people just be straight up with me? Like, why do you gotta fucking involve like the fucking police or like the head management or the courthouse? Like, why do they have to freaking like they go like to the utmost extremes? Like, why can't you just be straight up with me like a freaking grown man? Just tell me what's up, because like, you know, when somebody tells me something, it's like, yo, I back off. It's like, you know, if someone's serious about it, it's like, you know, bro, can you just please leave me alone? I leave them alone, bro. But it's just like, you know, men aren't men, bro. It's like they don't have the freaking balls or the gall to freaking just be straight up with me. It's freaking ridiculous. As it does, Bedibido. It's like legitimately perfect. For of the two of the big ass beef sticks. Fits perfectly in the brand new Tupperware guy. Oh, also what you will see in my little tiny mini house is my books. The books that I kept at my work, and then also my weights. My 30-pound dumbbells, I pulled those out of the place that I'm working at because, you know, they have that other security guard inside of the security shack. Could you imagine just me sharing my bedroom with somebody? How cramped that would be. It's just like, you know, like the security shack, it's just like now it is being infiltrated with another guard. Instead of just me being inside of there, there's somebody else inside of there. So it's just like, it's just looking like, you know, the Budweiser site is not working for me. Is why I'm asking for the transfer. I don't know if I'm just gonna have to switch jobs. But it's just like, you know, it looks like it's just not like if there wasn't another guard inside of the shack with me, of course, you know, I still would have told you guys I got written up, but like I would have just freaking swallowed it. I would have just freaking I would have swallowed. I would have, you know, it's fine. I'll go ahead. I messed up, and I would have just continued at this site. But it's like they closed another gate that was way down over there, and then they put that guy inside of here. When we have a different gate that is just unsupervised, that we could put the other guy at, that would make more sense. It's a different scale. So this security guard shack has got a semi-truck scale, and we scale out the trucks. There's another scale that we could put the guy at that is fully operational. But it's just like, I don't know. It looks like, you know, maybe they're trying to nudge me off the mountain. And it's just like, if that's what it is, that's perfectly fine. People just don't like me. As soon as, like, you know, a person sees me in person, in general, people just don't like me, which is perfectly fine. I have no authority over that. My beef is burning. But anywho, it's just like, you know, a cool thing about my vlogs is that things are always changing, man. Things are always changing, even though I'm just trying to get like a sense of like a habit of, like, you know, doing the same things over and over again so I can be in a habit. The main thing is I want to start to work out again. I want to work out again, but it's just like, if my job, like, it's just like the stability of my job has to be solid. And then obviously, you know, the DUI program, those are solid. Those are going to be on the same dates. But it's just like my job has to be solid. I have to know that I'm comfortable there, and that's just going to be the same stuff every single day, so I can start getting back in the gym again. Because like if I start like a routine at the gym and then like I have to switch, like I can't do, like, it has to be set in concrete. So that's why I'm going the extra mile to just send me to a different site. To see if, like, you know, like, and I sent the field operation manager or whatever the hell he's called. It's like a movie studio that is $2 more per hour over minimum wage. So that should be real cool. But with that said, guys, I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Peace. Girl, what you trying to do? 'Cause I don't got a clue. No, I ain't no Scooby-Doo.